Hello, this is the Walt 200. I'm here with another video. Today's video is going to be about the writing in Dragon Ball Super, more so of the moral arc in its previous reveal. I won't give it away. You can look it up on other people's channels. I just really hate giving out spoilers, especially in the title. I'll probably the title is the moral arc badly written or something to that effect. And I will try to not to give away as many spoilers as possible, but if you've been following the manga, you know exactly what's going to go on, and there's been predictions that I hope to God do not come true, but Taro seems like have this kind of thing where he starts out really good and just really fucks up at the end. He kind of did this with, the Zamasu arc, Black Goku, where it started out good, the middle was, and it just was okay. Then the ending was kind of like, what the fuck? And that kind of turned out with the Tournament of Power as well. And he's kind of following the same patterns of his previous writings, where he starts out really fucking good, it kind of has a mediocre middle, and like a what the fuck kind of twist ending. And I can get why people are really angry at this kind of writing, and it comes way too kind of predictable as a result of that. You kind of know what not exactly to like what's going to happen exactly. You know what I'm saying? But you kind of get the pattern of where it's going to go, and you might not predict everything that's going to happen, but you do predict of like the ending and how it's going to proceed, which is really unfortunate of the I guess the pattern he's been going through. And the way things are now, I hope to God that people's predictions are wrong about what's going to happen. Um, a lot of people. I don't think this is a spoiler. It's just speculation that Vegeta is going to punch the ground. I won't give the reasons why, but I kind of, it does make kind of a sense because he has that power and shit. But like that'd be so stupid how to end that. That a lot of people thinks this is a good idea. It's kind of like a remnants of like how I guess Zamasu took over the world, but in a different kind of fashion. Like Moro actually became the Earth, and like Zamasu, I guess, took over the Earth. It is really weird, but it kind of reminds me of that. It's not the same, but it just reminds me of it. But it's coming through like the plot of Frieza, Cell, Majin Buu kind of thing. And it's kind of heading towards the Majin Buu thing where they might kill him off, but he's reincarnated in someone, I guess, good. Or he like gets separated somehow between his evil side and his good side. And I hope to God that doesn't go that way, or Vegeta punches the ground and oh jeez, that'd be really weird. I won't give away too much about that theory, but if you look it up, and there's a lot of people speculating on that, so it won't be too hard to find. I won't give away too much of it, but as for the writing, if it does go down the path people are saying, which I hope it doesn't, I would say like the writing is really bad, and it's not always bad, which is really weird. Like he starts out so fucking strong, then just loses it as it progresses. It just gets worse and worse and worse, and then he gets to the end and it's just like, what the fuck happened? Like, really? And he just ends it kind of like abruptly. And it's really too bad that he keeps on following this pattern of good, mediocre, terrible. Just that's just in my opinion. Of course, I'm not saying this is for a fact or anything. It's just my perspective, his writing, and the pattern he kind of does. That's really too bad. I think Toru doesn't definitely has the talent to do so, and I hope he goes away from Dragon Ball Super if he ends it and he doesn't continue it and he does his own manga series. I would definitely give it a try. I would definitely read it and give it a fair review, just like everything else I do. But the way things are going right now, I hope things change and he actually doesn't go the way that people are predicting, which I think is probably going to happen, unfortunately. But we don't know exactly, but he might surprise us. But as his pattern goes, it no, he won't change it, and it'll probably go exactly how people are saying, which is really unfortunate. And as for later on, let's see if he directs Dragon Ball Super or he doesn't, which I hope he does. But if he doesn't drop Dragon Ball Super, I like holy cow! I think I will stop following it completely because I just can't stand the writing that he does. Just this is just me. I think it's really strong at the beginning of whatever arc he's doing. Then it's just like a mediocre kind of meeting. Sometimes it's really good. Don't get me wrong. Then at the very end, he just seems to drop the ball and does like a terrible job at the end every single damn time. And that's really too bad. I just wish he did a little bit more or switch things around where it wasn't too, at least too predictable on on the readers end, and actually changes it to actually be good throw. I know a lot of I guess writers really can't do that 100% of the time, which is okay. I am forgiving some of the not every writer's going to every single arc's going to be amazing or every single episode's going to be amazing. There is going to be some problems with certain arcs and consistencies and stuff like that because a very long a series like Dragon Ball Super, you're going to have some inconsistencies, maybe some plot holes here and there, and that's forgivable if the writing actually is good and it continues throughout and doesn't like waver off into something that's terrible. And that's what his pattern has been up until now, and I'll believe it will go into this trend until he drops Dragon Ball Super completely, which I hope to God he does, but probably not. I think Dragon Ball Super is just way too popular and it gives too much money to actually drop it. But we'll see. Hopefully he changes things, but I really highly doubt he will. That's just the pattern he's used to. Maybe he'll surprise everybody, including myself, and actually do something that's surprising and actually well written, but we'll have to see to where it goes. And if I had to score the writing of Dragon Ball Super as a whole, as the Maro arc and all the, you know, I guess all the arcs combined, including the Moro, I could probably give it a 5. It has some really good moments all the way up to the end, and it's just mediocre at best, like a 5 out of 10. I'm not saying it's terrible or it's really good. I think it's just, you know, it's just even. It's not. It's just somewhat good. Not even. I don't know how to say it, but it's just like it's not horrible, and it's not fucking good. It's just mediocre, bland, predictable. Thanks for listening. Rate, comment, subscribe.